All right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron Michael Eschenberg here, bringing you your daily horoscope for the 15th of November, 2019. Welcome to Fate Week. All right, this is a very destined week. The universe is going to be aligning us with people in our lives this next week. Very beautiful, fated relationship stuff, okay? Deep, deep rooted stuff. This is destiny talking, okay? This is trusting, this is allowing, this is opening up, this is accepting, okay? This is feeling. There is a way to really jump into this river of fate, okay? We're dealing with a lot of water, a lot of emotions coming up, and that is the key right now. Before I go to the chart here, the magic is this. You know, there's this old expression that says, ask and it is given. The key to this week is not asking with your thoughts, okay, but with our hearts. This is about the feels, okay? This is coming into an alignment. If you ever watch or study anything about the law of attraction, all right, it's about, knowing it, being grateful for the thing before you've received it. It's quite opposite from what we're, it's like, oh, like, sweet, I got this new thing, so now I can be happy, like, oh, I got that thing I wanted for Christmas or for my birthday, or this thing came into my life and now I'm happy. We often wait for that thing to come into our lives before we can rejoice. This is the opposite. This is feeling the rejoice, feeling the gratitude, feeling happy before we actually receive what we receive, before we receive what's coming into an alignment with us, okay? So this is quantum manifestation. I put out a video about quantum manifestation in the springtime, quite an older video if you want to check it out. I believe it's on the Honest Insight in my page here. So Honest Insight, Quantum Manifestation is one of the older videos, but very, very powerful stuff. So we're coming into an alignment. We have to feel it. All right, we're asking with our heart, not with our head. Okay, so of course, the moon's moving into Cancer. All right, and it's going to connect with all of this beautiful stuff. But first, top of the morning here. So this is, if you watch over here in the top left, it's 7 a.m. Okay. We've got the moon here leaving Gemini early in the morning. Now, this is when most people are getting up and getting ready for work. And this is creating an opposition to Jupiter, okay? Moon opposite Jupiter. All of the information coming in. And then here's the faith and the higher information, the higher knowledge, trusting the process, trusting the journey, okay? So we got to trust that wherever we're at is exactly where we're supposed to be. The information that we've received is the information that we're supposed to receive. Okay? And as you see this beautiful trine here, very thick blue line over here to Mars. In its last couple of days in Libra, really highlighting our relationships. Right? We want to make sure that we are even, that we are, we're finding equal partners. This is not an unbalance. This is not unbalanced. This is very balanced, very equal. All right. Now we're going to move this ahead a couple of hours here and show you what's going on. I like to put it at noonish, and that's right around the time 11:30 noon when the moon is going to go into Cancer. Okay. This is going to deepen the feels for the next, 3 days. Okay. So halfway through the 15th and then the 16th and the 17th, it's going to be here in Cancer. Okay, and it's going to solidify this grand water trine. Okay, it's going to be connecting with Neptune, connecting with the North Node, opposing the South Node, which is that great release, right? Which is very necessary. It's going to be connecting that trine to Mercury, connecting the trine to the Sun. It's going to be, this is happening over the next couple of days. Why this is fate? Well, there's many reasons. If we see right here, if we look over at Mars, here in our relationships, all right, active, right? Mars is active, accelerating. This is the foot on the accelerator, the foot on the gas, and we are going forward in this motion. This motion is toward balance, toward balanced relationships, to balanced partnerships, okay? And that is creating this beautiful septile over here to Venus. And then it's going to connect with Jupiter, okay? This is a gorgeous, gorgeous connection, okay? This is fate picking up here. All right, now this is going to be happening for this connection. It's going to start here at Mars to Venus, and then it's going to pick up Mars to Jupiter. Okay, then the sun's going to start to septile over here to Saturn and Pluto. This is just, again, these septiles have to do with fate. These septiles have to do with destiny. This is otherworldly energy that's coming into play here. That's beyond, these squares and sextiles, things like that. The sextiles are, beautiful creative energy, but that septile is the glory. So this is about, the balance of our personal relationships. Okay, so the moon coming into Cancer, sinking to the bottom, we know deep down inside what we want. We know deep down inside what we want, right? And we're just kickstarting it off today. I'll give you a little glimpse of the next 2 days ahead, because it's, the following day that we really connect here with Mercury and the North Node, and then the day after that is when we're going to connect with the Sun. Okay, so the moon is just jumping in. So this is like, we get this little air early in the morning, that little trine to Mars, which is just like, yeah, we're putting us, information in the right direction and taking the high road with our personal knowledge. And then we're jumping into the feels. This is all about the feels. All about the feels. Okay? And you see here we have a square over to Chiron. Chiron starting this square to Jupiter. Okay? So this is about the knowledge that we are learning, that the higher knowledge creates the healing that we need, the healing of self. The healing of self that we need connects down with our emotions. Our emotions connect here with this creative breakthrough. Okay? The creative breakthrough connects with our relationships. Our relationships connect with Venus, our love. And then Venus, semi-square or sesqui-square over here to Uranus. Okay? Following this along here, this is a lot of beautiful energy. Okay, so this is about feeling. It's about getting out of our head and getting into our feels. That is the simplest and best way. I don't want to go too crazy here on going off on a deep end. All right, we have to feel it, not just think it. We have to, whatever it is, if it's a job, if it's a relationship, if it's, a partnership, romantically, if it's meeting the right business people. Again, we have a lot of energy, the Sun and Mercury up in Scorpio, which does deal with business partnerships. Okay, so relationships of all kinds. Again, this is destiny. This is fate. And this is not about thinking. This is getting out of our head and getting into our heart space. And being grateful, an attitude of gratitude, feeling thankful, feeling grateful for whatever it is that we want deep down inside. It's just like we're bringing we're going from the head and the gut. My other hand's down here at my gut, and we're meeting right here at the heart. And where those align is where all the magic happens. Okay. That's where the destiny, that's where the fate happens. This is right here in the heart, because this is what, like we've been talking about the past couple of days. This is the the magnetic pull. Okay, we all have a magnetic pull. That this is what connects with the Earth's magnetic poles, is our heart. Okay, so when we're activating our heart chakra, our heart center, and when we're feeling and thinking with our heart, not with our brains, not with our guts, not in worry, not in doubt, right? When we're certain, when we know deep down what we want, what we desire. Venus, we're talking about Venus and Mars. When when acceleration, and Venus, when what you love and what you desire comes with how you get it, and they meet together, this is where the magic happens. So we're actively putting this energy out there. We're activating the heart chakra. We're activating this magnet. Okay, and we have to be in that place, the attitude of gratitude right here. And we're just going to be a beautiful magnet. And we're going to allow whatever it is that our gut and our heart desire to come to us. All right. And further, this is a Mars transit, so there is a bit of both active, putting one foot in front of another. But we are the magnet. We are the magnet right now. So it doesn't mean I can't just like sit here in my studio and attract exactly everything I need. I have to still be active in the world. You know what I mean? I still have to go out there, put my face out there in the world, and meet and shake hands with other people, and be a sociable human being in society. I can't lock myself in a little treasure chest and expect, it's not like someone's just going to come and open this. Hey, I've been looking for you. You know what I mean? So we still have to be active out there in the world, but we're activating our heart chakra. We're activating the magnet right here. And we're staying thankful, and that attitude of gratitude for whatever it is that we desire in life, of saying, yes, I've already received it. Yes, thank you for bringing this, whatever it is, to me. Yes, thank you for putting me on the path where I come into an alignment of that which I am seeking, because that which I am seeking is also seeking me, right? And we still have that grand water trine. We still have that grand kite. Okay, so this very, very, if you're new, there's some new friends to the page here. So I did do these every day, So I guess I'm skipping over perhaps, Mercury retrograde right now. Beautiful trine here. This is a beautiful flow of energy over to Neptune. Neptune wants us to expand our dreams. Our dreams are coming true. Okay, this connection to Saturn. Saturn is making it very real. Okay. And that Saturn connection with Mercury, this is a really, really powerful and beautiful connection. And then again, solidifying whatever it is that's going on, that's this deep-rooted, underneath the surface kind of information. Okay, we're bringing that stuff up, and we're saying this is a part of real life. These feelings are very real. There might not be in the third dimension, when we're dealing with this water energy, we're not dealing with something that's in the third dimension. We're dealing with emotional body, okay? But what does Saturn do with this emotional body? Saturn is what makes it real. You know what I mean? Saturn solidifies this. Pluto allows us to transform this. So it's like a good way to look at this, if somebody were to be sad or depressed, they're going to wear it on their face. Okay, so that's their emotions bleeding into this physical reality. Now, the emotions we can't see, we can't say, oh, Jim over there, this happened, or, this happened to Mary, or whomever, or whatever it may be, or if somebody's full of joy, if they're feeling happy, jovial. Okay, they wear it on their face. It manifests. So our emotions manifest into the third dimension, into our physical reality. And that's Saturn's job to help that. So we're taking all of our emotions right now and manifesting them. Okay, we're manifesting what's underneath the surface, what might not be visible. Okay, and by saying yes to this, by being grateful for it, before we actually receive it, that is the key. That is the key to winning this week. And again, this energy just persists all week long. So just have a certainty about yourself, about every step that you're taking, every action that you're doing, every word you're speaking with somebody else. Know that you are in the exact right place at the exact right time. Whatever you're feeling is what you're supposed to be feeling. And there's a great reward to this. There's a great expansiveness to this. There's a great growth into this, great understanding, deepening of our understanding with ourselves, deepening our relationship with ourselves, deepening the love for ourselves. All right. It's like when we ran away from something, we needed to do that with a purpose. When we ran towards something, we did that with a purpose. We did that for our expansion, and maybe we can look back and say, oh, I wish I wouldn't have run away, or I wish I wouldn't have ran toward this. And it's times like this when we say, hey, I needed to do that for that time in my life. And now I'm at a different time in my life where I can, look back and say, yeah, maybe I would have done it differently now. Maybe I can do it differently now. but it was necessary at the time. So being thankful for exactly where I'm at, who I am, who we've created. We're creating our lives, right? So we're manifesting this emotional energy into the physical world. I think I have a hair right here. And it's a beautiful, beautiful fate and destined week ahead of us. And it's just getting started. So I am beyond excited for all of us. So have a happy Friday. Friday, right? Frigg, Odin's wife, Friday, the day of the lovers, is Venus, represented by Venus. So it's the day of the lovers. So have a beautiful Friday, and we'll see you tomorrow.